If you want to see how I got this look using all these beautiful new products and these brushes, then stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to start with the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. They've recently added a few more shades and I picked up shade Guernsey to try. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to be using my Joy Adenuga brushes that I received recently. They've all been washed, they're good to go. So we're going to start, which brush are we going to start with? We're going to be starting with her foundation, which is a number 2 brush. And we're going to do things how I normally do it. So I've prepped my face how I normally do it. What did I use today? I used the Vitamin Rich Face Base by Bobbi Brown. And then I set it with the Laura Mercier. So let's get straight in with this. So the colour, I've never used this before, and I'm really into tinted moisturisers and skin tints at the moment. Okay, I think that's about enough. There we go. And then I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to grab the bottom of it like this. And because it's Nars, I probably could add their glow booster to it, but I'm not going to. But I'm just going to dot it all over my face. It's actually quite a nice match. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. It's got more coverage than I thought it was going to have. Yeah. Way more coverage than I thought it was going to have. But not like... Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. So it's quite... It's not as runny as most moisturisers are. Or tinted moisturisers are. But... Oh, I'm getting really distracted because it's so nice. That's so nice. And the match. Oh my God, the match is good. Do you know what the test for us is going to be as well? You see my birthmark on this side? Let's have a look. Let's see what it does to it. Okay. So that noise in the background you just heard was my husband bringing me a rather large cup of tea. So that's, he was trying to politely open the door, but obviously failed miserably. Okay, so I've just added a bit more onto my pad. I've added a second drop. And then we've gone... Okay, this is really nice. It smells alright as well. It's not a chemical smell, it smells like a face cream. Actually, I could be smelling my face base. I'm probably smelling the face base. But look at that. Look at that. Let me get into it. Let me get a little closer for you. Look at that. I mean, it needs better blending, but that's nice. That's very skin-like. Alright, cool. Blend. Okay, so here I am fully blended in. So first thing to say is my birthmark is just peeking through. Hoping you can see that. It's just peeking through. And I have this cluster of like marks under my skin. Like it's like flat but in my skin. Let me get close so you can pick it up. And it's literally that it's just peeking through, which is fine by me because I feel like it gives a really nice evenness to the skin, and it's still giving skin, and the match is mwah. And the finish, yeah. Very impressed with that. Also, this Joy Adenuga brush, oh, this is perfect. It's like perfect for getting in here. It's like perfect for getting in between my, listen, look at that. It's like perfect for getting in there. I can get it alongside my eyebrows and my hairline. This is nice. And it's compact enough that I don't feel like it's not blending it in and the brush is soaking up all the product. It's still just literally just pressing it and almost making it one with my skin. So this brush is A1. My other favourite brush for doing foundation is actually the NYX, I don't even know what this is called anymore. Oh, it's rubbed out, I've had it so long. But it's this NYX brush here. I think it's the Can't Stop, Won't Stop brush, but the one without the hole in the middle. So this is like, so as you can tell, this is like kind of my favourite kind of shape and density. So this actually mimics that quite nicely and almost in a way a little bit better. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Alright, next. Right, for our eyeshadows, we've got a choice of 2. I've got the new BH Cosmetics palettes. So we've got Passion in Paris, which is this one here. And we have Party in Puerto Rico, which is that one there. The Paris one is a bit more of a purpley blue themed palette, which is quite nice. Look at that, it's beautiful. And the Party in Puerto Rico, which just fell down, is more of your... Oh, this is nice. It's got like your oranges, your pinks. Oh, this is nice. I think I want to play with this one purely because I'm wearing a yellow top. I think so. No, because I do these kind of colours all the time. Okay, let's do this one. Gotta do something dark and moody. Alright, cool. I'm gonna do one eye off camera and then come on and duplicate the other one. Okay, so first we're gonna go in with the colour Sacré-Cœur, I think that's how you say it, and that's this one here. This lovely purple here. It looks darker in the pan than it does in the eye actually, so I'm just gonna go back and forth with that. I'm just gonna build it up. This is the only colour that I use that I don't like, and it's not the colour itself, it's the opacity. It takes a lot of building. Gonna go in with a bit more. Next, I'm going to go in with the colour Sing, which is this lovely kind of purple blue here. And that's gonna go just there. Look at that. Lovely. And that's gonna go all the way there. And we're gonna take it slightly higher. But for the most part, I just wanna keep it there. I just wanna put a bit more of that on there. I'm gonna pat it into place. And then just gently buff it where I want it. And when I'm happy with the placement, I go back in with the original colour, just a tiny bit more on the brush, because I don't want to lose it. I'm just going to buff the edges. You don't want to lose that colour, it's a lovely colour. There we go, see, and now we're blurring the edges. Right, and then our final colour for the lid, I'm going to mix Montmartre and Musée d'Orsay, which is basically I'm going to mix this colour here and this colour here. And I'm going to put them right here. I'm just going to pat it along there and then I'm going to buff it up. And then focus this. Put along there and I'm just going to buff it up. And so I'm happy with the placement. And I'm just trying to keep it in this outer triangle. Okay, that'll do for now, we'll buff it out in a sec. Next we're gonna go in with the color Versailles, which is this lovely deep blue shimmer here. And we're gonna put that right here as a bridger colour. I'm gonna put it right there, so we're gonna start there. And we're gonna pat it upwards. It's a lovely shade. I must say the shimmers are gorgeous. Look at that. And the brush is wet, just as an FYI. Take it all the way up there. Nice. Cool. The next shade I'm going to go on with is called Pantheon. Now I'm going to use the same brush because I do want them to have like kind of inflex of each other. So this is Pantheon here. And I'm going to paste Pantheon here. Look at that. Beautiful. They're not too dissimilar actually, but there is a distinct difference. And then I kind of want to blend them into each other. Which is why I didn't mind the brush having the other colour on it. Because they're both dark anyway. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, happy with that. Again, the brush is wet. For our final colour, I always say final and I never mean it. We're going to go with Arc de Triomphe, which is this colour here. And as you guessed it, that's going to go along the front. So from here up to there. And we're just going to drag it in like that. Oh, nice. Look at that. That's nice. And we're just going to do that. I'm just going to drag it up to meet the other one, and then we're going to pull it forward. Look at that. Beautiful. Now one more thing I want to do. For the inner line, I'm going to use the colour we used originally, so Sacre Core. I'm going to take that colour there, and I'm going to put it right here, which will be our sort of inner colour corner. And that's the eye. I'm going to tidy up and be right back. Okay, so this is the eye look. It's not quite finished because we got to do the under eye, but actually, who's mad? Not me. Okay, so look what just arrived from Selfridges. It is the brand new Uoma Beauty, I think it's called the High Life contour palette. So let's get that down. Selfridges. Bro, there's a lot of packaging, a lot of wrapping. Okay, so here she is, the High Life. Now I saw this in H Beauty on Saturday before it was officially, like I saw it officially like go live. I say go live, revealed. I saw it on Friday, sorry. Friday the 26th, 27th, 25th? I don't know, Friday. Oh no, they sent me the wrong one. Oh no, they sent me the wrong one. Oh, they sent me the wrong one. They sent me the light one. Yeah, they sent me the wrong one. They sent me the wrong one. It's fine. I was really looking forward to playing with this, but I'll do it in another video I'm gonna do midweek. Okay, so what we're gonna pivot. So instead today I'm going to try the Made by Mitchell Blursh Bronzed. So because I was gonna use the Uoma to contour, figure about it, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna use the darker shade in the Blursh, which is called a Richuation. That's a nice name, Richuation. Now this is mad deep, yo, but we're gonna use it, look at that. So we're just gonna pop a little bit there. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Actually no, because I don't know how quickly it dries, so that's, maybe I shouldn't do that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pat it like that and then go up. Okay, so that's like the perfect amount. Ooh, that's a sculpt! But it blends really nicely, look at that. But that's a sculpt. But it's fine. This is beautiful. So let's just talk about that. So Made by Mitchell, first round. Ooh, ooh. I mean, it's a sculpt, but god damn, I'm happy with that. So Made by Mitchell, first time out the gate, and he does a color this deep. This is a bronzer, by the way. I'm using it as a contour, but this is a bronzer. He goes this deep. You gotta give people props where the props are due, okay? Sometimes, and it's just another way of saying to other companies, what's your excuse? When you come out with 3 shades that don't even go for the fairest skins, let alone the darkest skins, what's your excuse? Because Made by Mitchell just did the thing. I mean, look how dark that is. Woo! You see, my melanated queens out here, yeah? You see my golden, my Nubiana goddesses. He thought about you. He thought about all of us. I would be interested to know if anyone has the lightest shade, if it's light enough. But look at that, it does blend beautifully. I've got to give it to him. God damn. Yes, okay. Now I don't feel like I can use this on the perimeter of my face, personally. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do that and take it around, because I feel like if I use it on the perimeter, I will be taking the piss. But yeah, that seems to be enough. Wow, seems to be enough. Okay, shit me, look how deep that is. Excuse my language, but I'm really impressed. And it blends so nicely. Look. Looky, looky, sucky, sucky. I'm gonna take some of that because it literally went around my hairline. Look, you can actually see it around my hairline. I'm gonna use it just to sculpt under here as well. Wow, okay, Made by Mitchell. All right, all right. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna set this and we're back to bones. I just remembered I wanted to use this as his blushes as well, and I really want to use it on an unset face. So I've got the shades, where's the SPF? I've got the shade Cherry Cola, and I've got the shade Peach Sugar. I think I'm gonna go for Cherry Cola. I don't want to go bright orange because of my eye story, so I'm just gonna go. This, I'm not gonna lie, this I have used before, not this color, but I have used this before. And I'm gonna go in with, actually I'm gonna go in with the brush from Joy Adenuga. I'm gonna use the same foundation brush and I'm just gonna stamp it here. and take it up. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. And I really want to do this before I set my under eye and set my face. Look. Wowzers. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to be really honest. This is the first time I'm trying a, well, not today, but generally I don't normally use cream blushes, and I think I'm converted. There's something very pretty about the finish on a cream blush. Okay, I'm going to do the other side, set my face, and then we're going to be doing the under eye. So look at the eye look. Everything's set. It's time to go. Look at the blush. Look at the sculpt. So far, I like everything. I look at this sculpt there. You bastards, I love it. Okay, so I am going to go into this High Life palette. I wasn't going to use it, but actually I quite like the, if I bring it a bit closer so you can have a look. There we go, like a pinky goldy shift. I quite like that, and I think I'm going to mix it. Oh, this is nice as well, actually. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to go in with this kind of pinky shade first, and I'm going to use Joy Adenuga's Multiuse 03 brush because it just looks perfect for highlight. And I'm going to kind of just press that there. Oh, okay, let's go in a bit more. Ooh, see, I knew it was going to do something. Can y'all see that? I knew that when I saw the colour. I was like, hey, I knew that colour was going to do something. Ooh, that's nice. This colour is very nice. Oh, it's like a two-tone pink, and it goes really nice with the pink that I've chosen for blush. So I'm just going to pack that on there. And then I think I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm just going to do what I always do down my nose. So I'm just going to pat it down my nose like that. Oh yeah, that's nice. This is actually, I think I prefer the highlighters in this to the deep ones, because the deep ones do look deep. And then what I like to do is get a sponge and just neaten it all up. Beautiful. Okay, now the thing I'm most excited to try today is the Vieve Bronze by Jamie Genevieve's brand. Look at this. So I showed this already in my Cult Beauty haul, but look at it. So I'm going to go straight in. Now here's the thing. I kind of still want to use the Made by Mitchell bronzer as well. Actually, no, since I've used it to sculpt, I might just use this to, use this as my bronzer for today, because I like to use two bronzers anyway. And then I'll use that one, those bronzers in another video. So let's go. I'm going to go in with the lighter one first. So I'm going to take it on the small size of my brush. Let's see what she do. Oh my god, Jamie. It's nice. It's nice. It almost makes me not want to use two. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but almost, because it's so deep. It's actually deep and rich and red. I'm not sure. Let's see. Can y'all see it? If I sculpt it across my forehead, you should be able to see it. It's just, it's beautiful. It's deep. It's red enough. Listen, I've bought so many bronzers, I would say, in the last few weeks. It's like it's, oh. I almost don't want to use a deeper one. I mean, I'm gonna, but I almost don't want to. Oh gosh, this is perfect. Can you just see it there? And if I'm taking, actually, let me just finish using this side. I'm getting excited, so as you can tell. So sculpt around here. And I'm going to take the other side and I'm just going to disperse. Okay. I'm going to go in with the deeper shade because I do want to show you what it looks like on the skin. A bit scared. Okay, so I'm going to go with the big end, in the big one. And I'm just going to dust it closer to the hairline. And down here. Gosh. Oh, Jamie. You little bitch, this is amazing. God. Look, it's so warm and beautiful. Oh my god, look at my forehead. I'm starting to look tangled and I'm here for it. This is freaking A1. Look at me. You see, this is what I'm talking about, yeah? She came out with 4 shades off the bat, and each one has 2 shades in it. And look at me. I was scared to use the darker shade because I just thought, oh, I'm gonna look really, really dark. And that makes me happy. I think we could do one more, which includes, this is the lighter shade and then another shade. But her first foray into bronzers, and she has 4 shades, and it easily can go for me and 3-4 shades darker than me, easily. This is what I like. You see this? This makes me happy. This makes me aggressively happy, because I'm happy. You get me? But seriously, wow, okay, wow. Now, I don't have a new finishing powder, but I do have, basically I want to try the Joy Adenuga brush for setting my, so I'm literally going to flip this brush around. So as you can see, I use that side to highlight. I'm going to flip it around, and I know I'm taking my life in my hands, but I wanted to see how it works for, not setting, but I'm dusting this with finishing powder now to make everything cohesive, and I wanted to see how it works, and as suspected, it works fine. As suspected. And then for my full face, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade 4. And I'm going to take her Big Mama brush. This is one of the ones I do know the names of. And this is the Powder 01 brush. And I want to see if I can use it to dust all over. And as suspected, of course you can. These brushes are actually flipping amazing. You can tell she's put thought into it. It's soft. It moves the way you expect it to move. Like, I expected it to kind of press like that and press the product in, and that's exactly what it did. It moved exactly as I expected it to. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Finished look. So this is today's finished look, and I must say, I'm feeling myself. Let's get into all of it. Okay, so this eye look. Now, I normally say I don't mess with pastels, but this, wow. Wow. And I think the reason I like it so much, you know what, I'll get into it, but I think the reason it works is because I don't think it's meant to be a pastel, but we'll get into it. Okay, so let's start with the skin. So the first thing I used today was the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This was unexpectedly good. Like, really good. My skin looks phenomenal. My favorite part of my whole face today is just how skin, yes, I've gone crazy with eyes, but my skin looks like skin, like, and it looks like everything's kind of been melted into my skin as opposed to just sitting on top of it. I can't explain it, but like, the skin today has come together beautifully. This is beautiful. I personally feel like you could go, if you're 2 shades lighter than me, maybe 3, and maybe 2 shades, did I say lighter? If you're 2 to 3 shades darker than me and 2 shades lighter than me, unless you're olive toned, I think you can get away with this. This is so nice, it's so good. I'm golden and this is a pink undertone, and it works beautifully. And you can still see like my birthmark popping through. The thing is, whenever I put bronzer in it, that kind of covers it anyway, because bronzer is usually a couple shades darker than my skin, so it kind of covers it anyway. Not that it needs covering, because my birthmark is beautiful and it's a gorgeous part of me, and I've never felt self-conscious about it. Plus, sometimes beauty isn't perfection sometimes. So that's what it is. Beauty isn't always perfection. The imperfections are sometimes what makes people beautiful. Unless you've got an ugly personality and you're just a nasty person, but whatever. Anyway, so that was beautiful. This is gorgeous. I would sure be recommending and using this again. The next thing we used was the Passion in Paris palette. This is beautiful. I mean, I've got all the travel series palettes at this point. Now, going back to this shade here. Now, it looks quite dark in the pan, but then it doesn't really have opacity. It needed to be built up. And I think this is why it looks like a pastel on me, but I don't think it would look like a pastel on fairer skinned people necessarily. And it just worked. Look at that. It's beautiful. This palette was beautiful. It worked really nicely. I've got no complaints. And I got this for like £15 on Beauty Bay because they had like 20% off. So Beauty Bay, get this. I'll use the Puerto Rican one in my next video. Now, Made by Mitchell. I have to give him a slow clap for this, because not only did he come out with 6 blushes that suits a variety of skin tones, but he also made sure that when he did his bronzers, he covered everybody. Now, I've seen makeup artist brands who are incapable of doing this, and he's done it. Look how dark and rich this is. Like, look how dark. It is so dark that I could use it as a contour, and it was too dark as a contour for me. That's amazing. It's inclusive. I'd love to hear whether or not it goes light enough, but it goes dark enough. This goes dark enough. I mean, wow, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. And shame on other brands. Shame on Nars as well, because Nars does this thing wherever it brings out like a palette or whatever and Benefit, and you just ignore the darker skin girl. Shame on you, because this new boy, who's like, I don't think he's even 21, 22, made sure to include everybody. Now, if you like money, that's just a smart move. Anywho, next we had the Uoma Beauty palette. Like, Uoma never lets me down. I'm so glad that I accidentally got sent this, and I tell you why. Because, okay, obviously I can't use this contour, but I can use every other shade. I can use absolutely every other shade in this palette. They all have a shimmer. You've got this pink one that I use on my cheeks. You've got this I used on my nose. They can all absolutely be used. So I'm very, very happy that I accidentally got sent that shade, because I would never have thought to buy it otherwise. Look at that. I would have never thought to buy it otherwise. I might use this as like a base on my eyeshadow kind of thing. But yeah, really happy with that. Glad I got sent that. But I will do another video with the proper one. Vieve. Jamie Genevieve did it. I think we need one more palette, but this is a very strong start. Like, well done to her as well, because there are these other existing brands who have continuously choose to ignore people of color or people with very, 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 very fair skin, and she didn't. So props to her, and the packaging is stunning. Again, I got this from Cult Beauty. The packaging is beautiful, and I love her aesthetic overall. Now, the heroes of today, by Joy Adenuga's brushes. Now, I've only used 3 today, so I'm a bit miffed about that, but I can use the other 2 in other videos. These are faves. I have Sonia G brushes, I have Wayne Goss brushes, and these are just as good. And those are all natural hair, fancy dancy. These are just as good. They're not cheap. Like, the set of 5 is £75. Yeah, but my discount code gets you 15% off that. But these are amazing. These are just as good. They behave exactly, for me when I'm putting off, I expect it to behave a certain way, and they behave exactly how I expect. They're soft. But for instance, this is beautiful. Everything does what it's supposed to do. This is densely packed enough for foundation, but then I also equally could use it for liquid blushes and the bronzer. Equally, this I used for highlight, and it dispersed it beautifully. It's not giving me any texture. But then equally, you could use it as a powder to set your powder. This one, again, I use it to set my whole face, but I'm pretty sure I could use it for bronzer as well. It would disperse it beautifully. These brushes are phenomenal, and I know already they're going to be faves. And there was no shedding. No shedding. I can't wait to use the rest, and apparently she's coming out of eye brushes I think in August. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but she does. First in line, ma'am, don't leave me out. I will buy whatever you're selling. We're just at that point now, sis. But yeah, really happy with all the products I tried today. There isn't a single one that I thought was a dud. Is there? No, there isn't a single product that I thought was a dud. That's amazing, because wow, okay, that was really good. But yeah, really happy with my products, really happy with the overall look. Really happy. So if you liked my video, please like, please subscribe, please share if you care, and I will see you in the next one.